As the sun rises over Mount Sinai, casting golden rays upon the encampment of Israel, Moses ascends the mountain once more, his heart heavy with the weight of divine command. In the cloud, God's voice echoes with clarity and authority, unveiling the intricate details of the tabernacle, the Ark of the Covenant, the table of showbread, and the golden lampstand. Each component, crafted with purpose, symbolizes the relationship between God and His chosen people. Let them make me a sanctuary, God proclaims, that I may dwell among them. Exodus chapter 25 verse 8. The enormity of this commission strikes Moses, for this dwelling place will be not just a tent, but a sacred space of meeting between the divine and humanity. Back at the base of the mountain, the people of Israel buzz with anticipation, their hands eager to bring forth the gifts needed for this holy endeavor. Donations flow in: gold, silver, bronze, fine linens, and precious stones. Women spin the goat's hair, and artisans such as Bezalel and Oholiab rise to prominence, their skills divinely inspired. Exodus chapter 31 verses 1-6. The air vibrates with the excitement of creativity, a tangible expression of faith. This collective effort underscores a pivotal truth. Every member of the community has a role in the construction of God's dwelling, reminding them of their shared covenant and purpose. As the final touches are made, anticipation fills the air. Will God's presence truly dwell among them? This question echoes through the hearts of the Israelites. Moses, returning with the instructions, stands before the people, full of faith and awe. They unite to complete the tabernacle according to God's design. Each detail becomes a testament to their obedience and longing for divine presence. As they lay the last veil, their hearts beat in unison, a mosaic of hopes, confessions, and a desire for connection with Yahweh, the living God. With the tabernacle finally erected under the watchful eyes of the surrounding mountains, Moses obeys God's command to consecrate the sanctuary. Early in the morning, the people gather, hearts filled with reverence. The fresh scent of oil fills the air as sanctifying anointing flows like a gentle stream over every piece of furniture, sealing them as sacred vessels. Moses stands before the Ark of the Covenant, pouring holy anointing oil upon it, crying out, "Consecrate it, for it is most holy." Exodus chapter 30 verse 29. The Israelites witness this moment, their spirits drawn into the gravity of the event, knowing that this place will now hold the divine presence. Amid the glint of metals and the texture of fine fabrics, the priests, Aaron and his sons, are summoned for ordination. Clad in robes adorned with beauty, they stand trembling, aware of their monumental calling. Moses, with trembling hands, anoints Aaron, marking him as high priest. The altar's smoke coils upward like prayers to the heavens, a sign of the acceptance of their sacrifice. Exodus chapter 29 verse 21. This moment transforms not just their roles, it seals their covenant with God, binding them through sacred duty. The weight of responsibility hangs heavily upon them, yet their hearts swell with pride and reverence. As the sacrifices are made, the sounds of the altar burning echo through the camp, an olfactory reminder of atonement and devotion. The blood sprinkled and the offerings consumed signify profound obedience and the desire for purification. Exodus chapter 29 verses 20-22. The gathering thrums with sacred anticipation. They have faithfully followed God's command. Each sacrifice speaks to the brokenness of humanity yet heralds the hope of reconciliation with the Almighty. In unison, forgiven and grateful, they surrender their hearts, return to their tents, and prepare for the revelation yet to come. Morning breaks, illuminating the freshly consecrated tabernacle with a celestial hue. Moses, now the mediator between God and his people, prepares to enter the sanctuary, heart pounding with awe. Suddenly, the cloud that had enveloped Mount Sinai descends once more, draping the tabernacle in a holy embrace. The sky ignites with brilliance as the glory of the Lord fills the space, a radiant light that blinds yet comforts. And the cloud covered the tent of meeting, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. Exodus chapter 40 verse 34. This divine encounter is undeniable. God's presence becomes palpable, and his people sense their prayers answered. He is with them. As the glory envelops the holy tent, Moses steps back, realizing that the one who spoke worlds into existence now dwells among them. The mixed emotions of awe and humility wash over him. The weight of the moment presses down on his soul. The Israelites stand in hushed reverence, their faces turned toward the sanctuary. Each heart swells with gratitude as they comprehend the magnitude of this gift. God's glory in their midst means they have not been forsaken in the wilderness. Tears fall silently. Echoes of vows and promises ring in the air, binding them closer to their Creator. The sacred cloud becomes a beacon, guiding them through the desert. Initialized in this new chapter of their journey, the Israelites can now follow the visible presence of God. Their fears are calmed, and their faith rekindled. Whenever the cloud lifted from over the tabernacle, the people of Israel would set out. Exodus chapter 40 verses 36 to 37. No longer walking aimlessly, they become a people led by the divine. This tabernacle becomes their lifeline, a constant reminder of God's covenant and guiding presence. Each step taken is now filled with purpose as they embrace their identity as God's chosen ones. As the people set out under the guide of the cloud, every heartbeat resonates with the pulse of God's presence guiding them through the wilderness. Their daily routine is punctuated by rituals and offerings that draw them closer to God. The tabernacle is not merely a tent but the very heart of the camp, a focal point that invites worship and community. The people would bring their sacrifices to the door of the tent to meet the Lord. Leviticus chapter 1 verse 3. Uniting them in shared devotion. Tapestry of faith woven from diverse souls seeking the one true God. Within the tabernacle, worship flourishes. Priests attend to their sacred duties, invoking God's favor over the congregation and maintaining the order that brings harmony. The scent of incense weaves through the air, rising like prayers intertwined with the aspirations of the people. The daily rituals renew their commitment and bond with God. Stories of answered prayers and miraculous provisions spread warmth among them, reinforcing their identity as a people shaped by their encounters with the Almighty. Yet, amid this divine embrace, doubts sometimes linger. The memory of Egypt's comforts haunts their hearts at times, tempting them to stray. However, each return to the tabernacle reminds them of their purpose. It symbolizes freedom and God's unwavering commitment to them, despite their frailties. Here they find community, accountability, and strength for the trials that lie ahead. The golden lamp stands as an enduring reminder that though the journey may be dark, God's light will always guide them. The legacy of the tabernacle stretches beyond the sands of the desert. Its influence permeates the very fabric of faith today. Catholic doctrine speaks profoundly about the Eucharist as a fulfillment of God's desire to dwell among His people. Just as the tabernacle was a visible sign of God's presence, the Eucharist in the tabernacle of every Catholic church serves as the continuing manifestation of God's abiding love. In the Eucharist, we encounter the living God, the faithful proclaim, as they kneel before the altar, echoing the reverence of ancient Israel. Each generation gathers around the altar, recalling the sacred rituals and profound encounters of their ancestors. The act of coming together mirrors the camp of Israel, a community of believers united in worship and shared sacrifice. The spiritual teachings of the tabernacle, obedience, holiness, and the importance of community, continue to guide people in their faith journeys. Each person, like the Israelites, seeks a space for divine connection and renewal, understanding that God desires to speak to each heart. Lastly, the tabernacle's enduring message resonates with modern believers amid struggles and uncertainties. God's promise remains steadfast. Just as He led the Israelites with a cloud by day and fire by night, He continues to guide believers today. Each act of kindness, every prayer lifted in faith becomes a testament to God dwelling in our lives, empowering us to be His hands in the world. The heart of the tabernacle still beats within each of us, reminding us that the sacred journey continues, echoing His eternal promise. I will be your God, and you will be my people. Exodus chapter 6 verse 7.